If only.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And it's your man, Goose Thomas. What's good, folks?
Mr. Bill Blockham Logan is in the building. Mr. Controversy himself.
Yeah,
What's up with it, peeps?
I'm good.
Yeah. Great day, man. We appreciate everybody taking time out of a stressful, heartbreaking day for us Las Vegans. Here we lost a great one today, man.
Yeah, we did, bro.
And kind of how LA felt when Nipsey Hussle passed. This was like one of our Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah,
he wasn't banging or came from a background like that, but he was doing so much in the community, and I mean you could completely touch him.
no question.
He was.
Comes from a big family.
Come from a big family here in Las Vegas. Had a great smile, great personality, and when he said that he was going to do some things, he really meant he was going to try to do some things.
No problem.
He wasn't finished.
No, he
Oh,
wasn't.
not even close.
No.
Not even close.
Wow, Mr.
That's why it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Mr. Tyrone Thompson,
Yeah.
assemblyman here in Las Vegas, Nevada, passed away, and wow, man.
Sucks.
You know, I don't know how many times we got to have a show where we really express how grateful we are to you guys and how grateful you should be towards one another.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
Oh.
it's literally the next moment.
I don't know what to say, bro. And you're
It's
right.
literally the next moment.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we have,
Yeah.
literally. So,
You got the
You
next
gotta be
second,
thankful.
bro.
yeah, you have to be thankful and you got to enjoy it.
Moments in time is
Yeah.
what we have.
Sure.
Well, I could just start off like this. If you're just now joining us, thanks for tuning in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show with your guy, Dre Bailey,
Goose Thomas.
and Mr. Bill Logan. We lost a great one today, Mr. Tyrone Thompson, assemblyman here in Las Vegas. And even more than that, man, a friend. I met Tyrone probably right before my teens or right around 12, 13-ish. My dad introduced me to him, and he's just a good person, man. Good dude, easy to talk to, and very knowledgeable, and just he had a smile. He had he just had this smile, man, and
Very infectious.
yeah, I really, took it to heart, man, because also as an adult, he really advocated for us at the funeral home, Serenity Funeral Home, man, and he really was super tight with Pops, and Pops called me this morning, man, shaking up, and I had to pull it out of him a little bit about what was going on early this morning. He finally told me that Tyrone passed, and just hit like a ton of bricks, man. Wow, this is just so raw
Tough,
right
man.
now because I don't have anything prepared as far as what I was gonna say or how I was gonna say it, man. I just felt like it should just kind of come off the heart, and we need to not take advantage of each other.
True.
Kind of like today, I was coming to the show today. I'm like, yeah, I got a show today around 2:00. To go hook up with Bill and Goose, but I took that. I may have took that moment for granted, because what if myself or one of you guys wasn't here to share today's moment?
True.
That kind of hits you when things kind of hit you just out of the blue, man.
Yeah.
It knocks you upside your head, almost like you walking around in the daze. Like, I don't know if you ever been real tired and an emergency happened like in the middle or the dead of your sleep,
And as we keep living, these are the things that we're going to see.
Yeah.
We're going to witness more of these.
That's very true.
And, you have to be kind of mindful of that. I know in my 55 years, there's been a loss of so many.
Yeah.
Family and friends. So.
This one sucks, man.
I'm kind of, I lost my mother when I was 5. So.
Right.
I had to deal with loss early. Aunts, uncles.
That's early.
Yeah, aunts, uncles, cousins.
Significant.
Grandmother.
Yep.
Father. Aunts.
Yeah.
I mean, uncles. Friends.
All the way down the line. Yeah.
I mean, so I ain't gonna say I'm numb to it, but I understand that this is the part of living.
That is true.
That one day it's gonna be over.
No doubt.
That's why you got to enjoy it
Sure.
while you're here.
Absolutely. I'm kind of like you.
Yeah.
My little brother was actually in your position. He was 6 when my mother passed away. I was 13.
Wow.
So, both still young. I kind of understood a little bit more, but I didn't grieve until I got to high school. I didn't realize that my mother was really gone until like my sophomore year of high school, bro. Right. Like 2-3 years later. So, that whole grieving thing, man, and we talk about death, and it's inevitable for everybody. Death and taxes, it's gonna happen, right? And we talk about that, but we don't talk about the aftermath. We don't talk about the grieving process and how it takes a hold of your mental stability versus just your emotional stability.
Yeah,
we got to talk about that. That has to be put on the table in order for us to get through things. And at this point, I know the people up in Reno, at the and in Carson City at the state capitol, they're grieving in different ways. Shout out to Miss Dina Neal, Assemblywoman Dina Neal, Joe Neal, her father, and everybody here, city councilmen, county commission here in Vegas. They all knew him in a different light as well. So they have a different grieving process as well. So I just think we all need to, a conversation needs to be had when it comes to the aftermath of that.
Yeah. Conversation definitely needs to be had. And, we all, like Goose said, we all grieve differently. Yeah. And so, just taking small things for granted, man, like waking up.
Yeah.
Being able to see your kids first thing in the morning if you still got young kids at the house.
Sure.
It's
when it happened to me, when my mother died so young, I'm naive to death. I don't know.
Sure.
And all of her aunts, people were saying, you're gonna see your mother again. Don't worry. You're going to see your mother again. Now, I'm 5.
You don't know what that means.
So, I'm 5. Now, we in Philadelphia. So we come back to Vegas. I'm waiting for mama to knock on the door.
Right. Yeah, see, that type
I'm waiting for mama to knock on the door at 7, 8, 9. At 9, I said, man, she ain't coming back.
Right.
Wow.
She's been dead longer than she lived. She died at 32. She died in 71.
She's young, man.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking that you say that. It's heartbreaking that you say that from a child's perspective because you was that child, right? And so a lot of people know what I do for a profession or what me and my dad do. And, you don't never really hear me kind of throwing it in people's face, hey, you need to plan, you need to do this, you need to do that. But, and I don't, when a person passes, I may reach out and say, hey, you may want to tell the family that, we're here for them, because there's so many emotions and so many things that goes through people's heads when you have a loss of someone, right? So, we're not promised today, right? But I want to be one of those people who has my stuff prepared. Going into the mind frame that, and I'm going to say young Bill, because you're still young. that Bill Logan said, going into the mind frame of knowing that these type of things happen, or there is a end to your beginning. Right? I don't know if anybody caught that, but there is an end to your beginning, to your start. Right? There's a finish. And whatever it may be, you want to have your things in order. We take for granted that we're going to live another day and take care of these things, my finish, my end, when I get a little bit older, because I'm not going nowhere right now. Right? You have to do it now, though. Right now, you have to do it.
Yeah.
You know, for the young black man right now in America, man, it seems like 50 is it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Man, I'm 43.
Come on, bro.
You mean to tell me it's almost over?
Come on, bro.
I'm in the 50s.
Right?
I'm 55. I'm in the midst.
I'm knocking on 40 myself.
You know. So, yeah.
So it's I mean, like Dre said, man, we just, get our stuff in order, man.
Yeah, man.
Health-wise, mentally, emotionally, because all of those things play a factor in your longevity.
Yeah.
And how long you stay around, of course, barring, natural stuff or, freak accidents or whatever the case may be. But all of those things play a factor in how long you stick around here, man.
Yeah.
So get all of that stuff.
Yeah,
in
have
order,
your
man.
stuff
Check
together,
that.
man. Keep your family together, because so many times I see on a daily basis, Goose, where families come in and the death of someone tears the family apart.
Yep.
They can't deal with each other's emotions,
Sure.
number one.
Sure.
And here come the bickering and the arguing over possessions, money, address.
That's the worst. That's the absolute worst, bro.
The house, the car.
Yeah.
The oldest, the youngest.
Yeah.
Life insurance.
And so
policy.
I think that families need to do more of family meetings.
Yeah.
Family talks.
Yep.
As a family.
But a lot of people don't want to talk about that. That's crazy.
That's insane.
I don't want to talk about it. I got friends that say they try to talk to their kids about it. Daddy, I don't want to talk about that. And they'll leave.
We had that talk with my dad like 10
I'm
years ago.
Wow.
Like 10 years ago, we as his 4 children sat down with him and had that talk 10 years ago.
Yeah.
My dad in perfect good health. He's 72 years old, still in good health, still moving around, still working.
Yeah.
We had that talk with him 10 years ago.
In your 20s.
Come on, man. Like, come on,
It's like
bro.
it's like people don't want to face it.
Yeah.
Well,
Until you have to face it.
until it's too late.
And then you don't know how to handle it.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Lou Collins, man. Tuning in. Big bro.
Yeah.
We
Sweet Lou in
appreciate
the
you.
building,
Sweet
man.
Lou, man.
We need more conversation.
Yeah.
We need more family unity. And we need more just get-togethers, man, with just family.
Yeah.
You never know, man. You never know how long you got. And wow.
And I know we all got busy lives.
Yeah,
we
everybody
have
does.
busy lives.
You ain't
and
that busy. You can't make a phone.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny, man. Me and all my siblings, we kind of, dispersed all around the city, right? My oldest sister stays the closest to me, basically like right across the street.
Kit
Man,
Kat.
Oh, Kit Kat, man. It's my dog, man. It's my
Yeah.
dog. But
Rams fan.
big time Rams fan. Rams fan since I was like 2, bro. But even though we don't see each other all the time because our schedules are just like insane, crazy, different, we always pick up the phone and chat with one another, bro. Like always. And that's just something that my mother, if she were still here, she would at least want that.
Yeah.
Hey, pick up the phone and call each other.
That's it.
Like, check on each other. Like
Without a
it's really
doubt.
like it's nothing to say or send a text message is so informal, but at the same time, at least
It's communication.
it's communication. At bare minimum, it's communication. right? Because you moving at different speeds. Everybody at different speeds, right?
Yep.
But God bless you.
Bless you. Sir.
At bare minimum, a text message just to say, "Hey, man, how are you feeling?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man.
Let's do that at least, man. If it's somebody, man, that you have fallen out of touch with, fallen out with, hit them up and ask how they doing, man.
You know what that is too? That's sincerity.
Sure.
Bottom line, that's
Sure it
sincerity,
is.
because if you not sincere with anyone,
Yeah.
you don't care about their well-being. But
True.
if you are,
True. You gonna holler at them. You gonna holler at them.
what you doing, dog?
Regardless of what went on, regardless of
Yeah.
conversations y'all done had,
Yeah.
bad blood, whatever
Yeah.
the case may be.
Yeah.
If you care about them, you gonna see about them.
Yeah. You know.
And even if you don't talk to them directly, you gonna ask somebody that's in direct contact with them about them.
Mm-hmm.
If you care. Fully agree. I fully believe that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we not gonna make it somber for an hour and a half, man. We just want to acknowledge a pillar in our community, man. Mr. Tyrone Thompson, man, passed away, gone way too soon. Like Bill said, man, he still has stuff to do.
Yeah,
and that's the sad part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's the sad part.
Yeah.
So,
Singleton.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
John Singleton passed away.
Yeah. Yep.
In his 50s, man.
51.
Yeah.
51 years old. Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy this thing called life, man.
Enjoy it, man. Relish in it.
Yeah.
Relish in this thing, man.
Do your thing, whatever it is.
Yes, sir.
Do your thing.
Yes, sir.
Whew.
So, yeah, man.
Big ups to Curtis from Save Our Sons. He out there in the
bro.
community, man.
Yes,
I
he
just
is.
missed a call. He out there in the community, man, doing these things with our young youth and stuff, man. I think they're doing like a barbecue or something like that, man. But that's we got plenty of pillars. We got plenty of people that are out in the community doing their thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Period.
We do that tour at the jail, once a month with Curtis and Save Our Sons, man. I am honored.
With this.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. We back on, man. We back in this thing, man. Yeah, if you didn't hear what that last commentary was, shout out to Curtis Coleman.
Yep.
Save Our Sons. And what he's doing in the community with the youth.
Yeah.
Again, another pillar in the community, man.
DC Rider.
DC Rider, baby.
Yeah, that was his son.
Man. Shout out to Ball and
Clear
D.
the aisles, please. Clear the aisles.
Yes,
I don't remember that
man.
rude stuff. I do.
DC Rider, man. Yeah, bro.
Clear the aisles.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
DC Rider.
DC
man.
Rider, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow,
Shout
man.
out to Ball and D too, man.
Let the ball bounce.
Mhm.
Sports Talk Radio, man. This is what we do, man. We give you guys real life, and we give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio, man.
Yes, sir.
Every Saturday, 2 p.m., every Tuesday, 6 p.m., man. If you're just now being a fan of the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, or you're just now catching the show
You
after
missed
10
out on
years,
a lot, dog.
you missed a whole lot. But we archive.
Oh yeah.
And we appreciate the love, and we appreciate all those loyal,
Yes,
loyalty. We appreciate all those loyal people who have really made us who we are, man. And we appreciate that continued support, man. And we're going to continue to give you guys the best of us, man. So, Girl Chat Sports out
Shout
there,
out.
man. Mo and Mel,
Yes, indeed.
we see you.
Yeah.
Unnamed Sports,
Yes, indeed,
Quan
man.
5 and the
Josh
Jackson. You got Randy,
Josh,
Tito.
Death Star Dave over
okay.
there, man.
We got
You
Michael
dig?
and Joe.
Michael and Joe.
Cowboys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to back,
Yeah, they
though.
did.
Back to back on them, dog.
Michael and Joe.
Man.
This time they picked Michael first.
Yeah, they picked Michael first.
Mm.
But Joe got to go, though.
Yeah.
He gonna
Joe-
make sure the job get done.
Yeah, Joe had to be in there somewhere.
Oh man, that's
Hey,
funny, man.
rest in heaven to both of the real
Yeah.
Joe Jackson and Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
truth.
Wow.
Mhm.
Truth,
Mhm.
truth, man. Truth.
Wow, man. Janet Jackson. Just a little bit of news. She just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well deserved.
Yeah,
Well deserved.
Wow, man.
Living legend, man.
Super.
Iconic.
yeah.
That's crazy, dog. Like you got as a family, bro. And we gonna get to sports in a minute, guys. But we just talking real life right
Yeah,
now.
that's it.
We just talking real life. As a family, right? You have an iconic group.
Yeah.
In the Jackson 5, right? And you have two iconic. These are worldwide superstars.
We're not talking about LaToya, people.
And Janet and Michael Jackson, bro. Like, they gotta be the greatest family of all time. Let's
Yeah.
think about this, bro.
Yeah.
You have an iconic group worldwide
Yeah.
Mhm.
and two iconic kids.
And then when you got a cousin that could put out a song called Centipede,
Oh, that's the oldest sister.
Rebe?
Rebe's the
Rebe.
oldest
Rebe.
sister.
Rebe. Yes. Wow.
Boy,
Yeah,
That's crazy.
just talented.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah.
they're the greatest family on planet Earth ever.
But I bet you he wasn't whooping them like he was whooping the boys, though.
No, I don't think they was catching the fade like
No.
that, dog. I'm not sure
You
they
don't
was
think
catching
Catherine
it
was?
like
You don't
that.
think Catherine was
Catching
coming
the
down with the
No,
fade?
I don't think they was catching the fade like that, dog. No, that
But
was
yeah,
brutal.
man.
That was
You know
brutal.
what hurt my heart, man, is our very own Sherm. And you guys may feel this way,
Shout out
but this
to
just
Sherm,
kind of hurt
man.
my heart. Sherm says Sierra dances better than Janet Jackson.
Negative.
Hurts my heart, man, when he heard
I
that.
can't go.
When
I
I
can't
said
go
that,
there.
I said, "Come on,
I
dog,
can't go there.
Sierra."
because she twerks it.
Yeah,
man,
that's what it is.
Sit
she
down.
make that.
That's
thing,
what it is. She make that thing jump
Cause she.
and bounce. Okay, she might do that a little better than Janet.
Yeah.
But she ain't a better
Wait,
dancer.
not
Janet does her own choreography.
Come on,
Yes.
So
bro.
first of all, that right
Yes.
there,
Come on, bro.
Yes.
Come on, man.
and she does real choreography.
What
No.
are we talking about
She
here,
did Rhythm Nation with 1,050 people behind her.
bro? What are we talking about here, bro?
Was Sherm drunk when he said that?
No, he
Man.
believes it.
Nah, he can't.
Don't say that yet.
Wait.
I know why he
Yeah, hold
said
on.
it.
Let
Pull the video up.
Look, this is my personal opinion. The song that Janet and Michael did together, that choreography,
What was that, Scream?
Scream,
Yes.
that choreography in that video
Alone.
alone, just between them two, if you look at the at technical dance moves and skill, probably better than anything Sierra's ever done.
Look,
bro.
I was thinking Pleasure Principle.
Pleasure Principle.
Boy.
Give me that. Like we don't even have to go there
that's
though.
what
Like
I'm
we don't
saying.
have to go back that far to get it. Come on, Sherm. We love you. We care about you.
I know why Sherm said it.
Why he say it?
He liked the way Sierra make that thing move. That's why he said it. And she makes it move. And she's great at it.
No doubt. She's excellent.
Yeah. I don't
Slow
even
clap for Sierra, bro.
I don't even think that Sierra is better than another choreographer who worked with Janet Jackson, and she gave her shout out during the inductee also. It's Paula Abdul.
Boy,
Paula Abdul
Paula.
with her 57 built
bro.
was just at the billboards shaking that thing.
Boy, Paula Abdul.
She's supposed to have a residency here too.
I bet she do.
Paula goes unmentioned a lot,
Yeah.
bro.
She's gonna be at the Flamingo.
Boy, let me find out that Paula Abdul and Rosie Perez and Apollonia in the same building. I promise it's gonna be a problem.
Oh, no.
I'm risking it all, baby. If you
risking it
listen to the
all.
show, I'm risking it all.
Hey.
Ah, straight up.
I mean, she danced with a
Ain't that-
cartoon cat, though. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
fans. Who does that? Who does it?
Yeah, she did.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations on Janet
Oh,
Jackson, the
boy.
inductee to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Yeah, that's
man.
dope. That's
She
dope.
had Janelle Monáe bring her out.
Oh, Janelle is dope in her own right too.
Yeah,
Don't get it twisted.
She's super classy.
Janelle
too.
is
I
dope.
like that.
Janelle Monáe's dope.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of sports to talk to
A
you guys
bunch.
about, man. We got a fight this weekend.
Yes, sir.
A new coach.
Ah,
Boy.
oh my God.
And some football news. I guess we can start there real quick. Shea Leave, Mr. Shea Leave over in Pittsburgh country, got married,
Yeah.
and the man danced with
Mhm.
his wife.
Right.
Bro, when I mean a person that shows fight
Mm.
and a will, and you can kind of just he willed his way back to being functionable, because
Mhm.
he had a injury that they said he probably won't walk again.
Spinal cord.
When I saw him do the box jumps, I was like, yo,
right, I could barely do that
I'm
now.
like, hold on, fam.
Yeah,
dog, your spine
That
was
looked like a
just twisted,
30-inch
bro.
box too.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, well, look at God showing out, bro.
Mhm.
I remember the hit,
Mhm.
Man.
and I knew something was up.
Yeah.
I was like, that didn't look right. It just didn't look right.
No, it didn't look right at all.
No.
I seen it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it was just like weird. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like what you would see
Yeah.
normally, like in a normal football like action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looked different.
Shea Lee, man, congratulations
Ryan
on your
Shay's here,
wedding.
man. No
Wow,
doubt, bro.
man.
No doubt. That's dope. That's
Wow.
dope. That's dope, man.
Other football news.
Mr. Tyreek Hill.
Wow. Now, it's been a really interesting conversation. I've been kind of picking up on it the past couple of days. Johnny Youngblood's been going in the paint.
Shout out Johnny
Mhm.
Youngblood.
That dude right there,
Be
man.
nice, Quan. Be nice, brother.
That guy right there. He belongs to another sports page, but he definitely brings the malarkey over too.
Oh, no doubt.
No
No doubt. The Bologna.
boy, he going in
Yeah, he
on
goes
some people.
in. He goes.
What
in.
is going on with your guy Tyreek Hill, man? Wow,
It's
it's so much drama.
Well, we know the
it's a lot
one
of drama.
side.
We know one side.
Let's talk about the other side that came out yesterday
Ooh,
or the
yeah.
other day
Ooh,
Yes.
about his girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's information circulating,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know it to be 100% true, right? That the girl actually took blame for the little boy being injured. This is what I saw via Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
The girl was taking blame for the boy being injured, and that they had, I guess, conspired to say, hey, when the police arrive, let's just say, nothing happened. It wasn't what was supposedly thought in the beginning.
co-conspirators.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Mm.
it's really a big twist now. Just a big old ball of rubber bands right now.
So
as
we don't know who to
what's-
believe.
We don't know who to believe at this point.
Okay.
We just
Man.
don't, bro.
Okay.
Like it's
Was she the one that he beat up in college?
good question. I'm not certain of that.
That is a good question.
That's a great question, bro.
Quan, can you find that out?
Would that even be?
Crystal, what's her name? Crystal.
Would that
something.
even be? Well, it probably would be put out there,
Yeah.
but it wasn't big news.
Because their
That
child is 3 years
particular
old.
time.
He's been in the NFL,
Right.
what, 2 years?
No, Tyreek, it's probably his fourth season.
I thought it was his third or
It's probably
fourth.
his fourth season
Okay.
coming up.
Okay. So they had to be together.
or dealing with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, they were dealing with
That's
each
the
other.
one he got
No
in trouble
question.
and dropped in the draft about.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you point out situations like that, that's the type of definition that I get from the word toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same girl.
Oh, okay.
It
And
is.
that's the
Okay.
same kid that he beat up when he was when he was in the womb.
Mm.
Because he beat her up.
Mm.
You know what?
While she was pregnant with that kid.
So it's safe to say, going off of what you just mentioned, that relationship from the outside looking in is toxic.
What I talked about just a little earlier.
Yeah, that's the definition
Yeah.
of the word toxic
Sure.
that I get when I hear something like that.
Yeah.
Because we've all been dealt with a person who's been in a relationship, a bad one, a physical one, and they continue to deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm just saying, man. Think about it. We lost a couple of our dearest friends, Mr. Young Teddy B, over some toxic
Yes.
type of relationships.
No question about it.
I'm under the mindset of this. If you go through the whole court process, he's found guilty of beating you up.
You mean
Why you're pregnant too?
which
Makes
it even more
a
just
bad situation
dastardly.
worse. Yeah, makes a bad situation worse.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get back with him because now he has that NFL bag.
Mm.
First of all, the courts will say, okay, you can't be with this dude no more.
and they should put you have no contact.
We're doing this for you.
Mm-hmm.
We're banning you from him or him
Yeah.
from you, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And if you guys talk about getting back together, you're going to jail.
Yes, you're gone.
You're going to jail.
You're gone.
Make it a court
'Cause
order.
What do we say?
Absolutely.
So we're gonna make it a
What
court
did I
order.
say?
You're
Court
gone.
order. Man,
You're gone.
why would you get back with somebody who abused you? Why?
You should have been a judge. Boy, I
Bruh.
love to come and
Man.
sit in your
Bruh.
courtroom.
Man,
I
look.
promise you.
Man, look. I mean, it makes sense.
It makes plenty of sense, bro. Like,
Go to jail.
We all got
Do not collect $200.
We
Go
got
to jail.
daughters. We all got daughters.
Yeah.
We all have female family members.
sure.
Would you want them to get back with somebody
Negative.
who's just no?
Negative. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Then when you see them back together, and you just stop and
Don't call my
Don't-
house at
don't
2
say nothing
o'clock
to
in the
me. No.
morning. Don't
No.
call my house at 2 o'clock in the morning.
it's
in
different
the
this
morning,
time.
crying
You
your
okay?
eyes out, banging on my door. Stop it.
First of all, he's getting his ass kicked if he hits my daughter.
That's
Yes.
number
We know that.
one.
Yeah.
That's number one first
Yeah.
and foremost.
Yeah.
What are we? That's why I was saying, what are we doing here?
Mhm.
And this is a Christian radio show,
Yeah.
so when he says ass, he's talking about the actual mule
Yes, the
that
actual
carries the
donkey.
water.
Yeah.
The actual donkey.
Yeah.
I got you, Quan. We got you. homie.
Oh.
We got you, fam.
I mean, I don't understand it because
Yeah.
he was going to the NFL.
Mm.
All of a sudden, now you smooth your way back in.
Yeah.
And he has a child by you, so I guess he feels
Right.
like, okay,
Yeah.
it's familiar territory. I might as well.
Well,
That's tough.
let me tell you something.
No.
Even if Apollonia was beating me to a pulp, I don't care how fine she is. It's just whatever the reason, the pipe, the whatever the reason for going, the bag, the to be secure, whatever it is, there's no reason to go back.
None.
Zero.
None.
Because
Zero.
if he's done it once, what are you gonna do, Goose?
Just gonna do it twice.
Okay. What do you guys call people who continue to go to the penitentiary or end up in jail?
Habitual.
Repeat
He's a
You're habitual.
offenders.
he's an habitual what?
You're a habitual line stepper.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, that's what you are.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna take it a step further, man, because I'm gonna try to go into her mind here
Uh-oh.
for a second.
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
So they weren't married,
No?
right? Could she be thinking along your lines, what you just said? You know what? Maybe he'll marry me one day, and
That'll change him.
that'll change him, and it'll also change me in my pocketbook. See, we gotta think
Ooh.
further.
Taking
here.
one for the team.
But
We
if she,
gotta
already,
think
if she
further.
already got a kid with him, she already gets some of that money.
She's going to get money.
What I'm saying,
Right.
being married to him will even further that. Like
It will.
It'll not only secure the child but her as well. The child is going to be secured. We're talking about her now.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it though.
No.
Like
so
continuing to get your wig split
for the chips.
for the chips.
Some
For the
people,
chips.
some people are cool with that though.
And some people are cool
Some
with
people
that.
good with it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe that's when the
Some people are cool with the husband cheating on them.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah. Definitely cool with that.
Yeah. Long as long as I'm in this big
Yeah,
house and
yeah.
got the car,
Yeah,
and
we straight.
We good.
so
lie.
what Bill is saying is maybe the
You
judicial
have
system
no.
should take a look at habitual
Mhm.
line steppers
Yes.
and then say, you know what? Throw it out of my courtroom.
It's a wrap. I mean, more is going to come out of this.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to talk about the NC2A here while we're talking about legal ramifications. Because they got a lot going on.
And we knew it was coming.
Oh boy.
And
And it ain't over.
It's not over.
It didn't start and
No.
end with Rick Pitino.
No.
Get your life.
No. We gotta look at this particular situation with Tyreek Hill, which is one of many that we've
And nobody's
seen.
talking about the baby.
No, nobody's talking about the kid.
Poor child.
Poor
for
kid,
real.
man. Poor kid. Poor kid, man. Nobody's talking about him. Not a soul. We cats really worried about
And-
Tyreek Hill playing in the National Football League
And their fantasy.
and their fantasy teams, which I've been playing fantasy for 15 years, but I really don't care about Tyreek Hill.
No.
It's about this child, bro.
Mm-hmm. Is the child safe?
Come on, man.
Now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like right now,
Exactly.
is the child safe?
Both parents need to be
Come
in the
on,
penitentiary.
man. Both of them.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Both of y'all crazy.
Not one side. Both of them.
Not one sane mind out of the two of y'all.
Y'all remember that sad story years ago where that little girl was found in the dumpster? And the woman, her mother was trying to, the boyfriend beat the baby to death
I do remember that.
and dumped the baby in the trash can
I do remember that.
Wow, bro.
in the dumpster.
Come on, fam.
And she was
Covering up for
covering up for him.
I remember that.
Ain't that crazy?
Toxic.
Wow.
And all that got found out real fast,
Oh,
too.
they found that quick.
Wow.
Both of them in
Yeah,
jail.
'cause
Both
she
of
couldn't.
them.
Yeah, she couldn't.
How you say it, Goose? Both of them.
Both of them.
Wow.
I thought that was one of the saddest things that I
That is
seen,
horrible, bro.
bro. At the time, I was like, wow.
So you saying certain people shouldn't procreate?
Look, man. Certain people should not be allowed to get pregnant.
It should be on your license or
It
something.
should be on your driver's license, bro. Like I think you should have to wear like
If
a skin
something
tag,
happens
bro.
to your child, you should
Yeah.
not.
You should have to wear a skin tag.
You should not
Like you know how they mark.
protect
Yeah, you know
the
how they
person
mark
who
sharks?
harmed him.
You should be marked.
Yeah, you know how they mark
Yeah.
sharks when
Yeah.
they, with the marine biologists, how they mark the fins.
Mm.
Your earlobe should, or like your ear should be marked. Not allowed to have children.
Yeah.
Or like that. What's the movie? Quan, Inglorious Bastards. With Brad Pitt, and when they would catch Nazis, they would mark
Tag
them.
'em, yeah.
They would tag him
Mm.
with a nice big cross across your forehead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we see.
So
you.
everybody that see you with that
Yeah.
mark,
Yeah,
they
we-
already know what
They
it
already
is.
know what time it is. Bastard.
You're the worst when you're trying to protect somebody
Yeah.
who's harmed your child.
Unbelievable.
You're the worst.
You're the
That
worst,
is
You're the worst.
man.
and that's
You're just as worse as him.
and that's mentally and
Oh yeah.
physically.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
On the other physical side, not the beating, the
Mm.
actual sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Come on, man,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because that's a lot of stuff going on. Like on the movie Precious, that type of stuff
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
You're really the definition of insane. Like that's you.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you're not the direct perpetrator, but you allow it. You watch it and you allow it.
Come on, man.
You're just as bad. You're worse than the perpetrator, him or herself.
Because
If you see it and allow it,
And those aren't whoopings.
those are full beatings.
Those are that's abuse.
That's fuel. That is full abuse, bro.
I got whoopings.
I got beat.
I got beat down. I'm sorry.
Sorry, guy. Sorry.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah,
But you
got
know,
beat
in our
down.
household, a whooping
But you
and a
know-
beating is the same.
but
thing.
you know-
abuse. No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never came with any. I
yeah.
never came away with any broken bones
Or black eyes.
Oh no.
black
Oh, no.
eyes.
Oh no.
or nothing like
Just
that.
a bruised ego.
Just a bruised ego and a bruised ass. Whoa.
Boy, cutting Alice and cutting Lola saw us get a
Boy,
whooping, and
ain't-
they was like,
Boy, it ain't fun.
You shouldn't have made Uncle
William
William mad.
Boy.
Well, that's funny.
Shout out LV Thomas, man, for all them plastic wiffle ball bats. And
You
"Oh,
yeah, that was the last one.
don't
I
give out
got,
any
dog.
secrets.
Yeah.
Because
No
as far as I'm
secrets.
concerned, they secrets.
Yeah, let's not disclose that.
Let's not forget who we got in the room over here, man. Mr. Surveillance himself, Mr. ADT looking boy, Ring looking
Protection
boy,
one.
looking boy.
Metro. We stream all of our shows live to Metro.
to Metro."
Wow.
Let's
man.
not forget who we got in the building, man.
Oh, that's funny, man.
He got a little van outside with a whole bunch of lit TVs and a bunch of
The white
microphones
van.
and equipment.
The white van, no windows.
Think we got him.
Think
We
do.
got him. I think we have enough.
Think we got
We
him.
got him enough.
We got enough now.
Go get him.
Yeah, man. Tyreek Hill, though.
Yeah.
You do some soul searching, man.
Yeah.
Do some soul searching, dog.
Wow.
Be like your teammate, because he came out and faced it.
Yeah, he was just like, hey,
He
dog.
came out and took it and put responsibility on himself.
Took his 8
Your
games,
former teammate.
kept it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm not here to say whatever she did.
Yeah.
I'm putting it on me. I shouldn't have done it.
Sure.
We need a lot more honesty, especially in men's basketball. Ouch.
Yeah, man.
Just be honest.
I agree. Be honest, man.
Just be honest.
Keep
Say,
it
you know what?
Keep it 1,000.
I did get a man 10 racks,
Yes.
but we probably made about
we made
close
a
to
cool
100.
10 million off of him, though.
a
A cool
the
10 million off of
university
him.
made
Yeah.
way more than 10.
No
Mhm.
question. We're just saying the basketball program.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about the university as
Yeah.
a whole.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Just the basketball program probably made a cool $10 million off of DeAndre
Easy.
Ayton in one season, bro. One. Sean Miller, Arizona, University of Arizona head coach.
I wish that could be looked up.
In trouble.
How much did the university make the
Yeah.
year
Mhm.
Andre Ayton?
Oh
was there?
man,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's close to
was-
about 50
It
or
a
more.
So
lot.
we gonna cry about 10 racks.
yeah.
For how many semesters?
Yeah.
Was it 4 semesters?
No,
3?
one, two. But
Yeah.
really one.
One.
Really
Right.
just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
In the scheme of things.
Yeah.
You think did he go to class?
Hell no. Can't go to class, bro. Yeah, right. For what? What am I going to class for?
Hold on.
Underwater basket weaving? What is going on here?
Underwater basket. But that seems kind of
Basketball
difficult.
theory.
What am I going to class
That was the
for?
class. Basketball
theory.
theory.
Basketball theory. Naismith 101.
101.
Spalding mechanics.
Come on,
There
dog.
it is.
What?
There it is.
Do you got not naming no names, but coming up? Did you guys go to school with any, great, super great athletes who just didn't go to class, or know anybody? I know a couple.
In high school.
In high school,
school.
it was a little bit harder.
Yeah, we had to go to school.
Well, no,
high school.
not going to class, but doing the work.
Oh, it was plenty of them.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do it for. Look, I'm like, okay.
It was plenty of them that did not go to that
Mhm.
went to class but did not do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was understood.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need him.
Yeah. We
That
need
part.
dude.
Help
Yeah.
him out.
Yeah, we need that dude. But yeah,
By any means necessary.
help him out.
Help him.
Help him out.
It's not a good look, man.
By
Yeah,
any
dog.
means necessary. That
Yeah.
means if he got a copy off your paper,
Yeah.
let him do it.
Let that happen.
Man, you know what? I used to, when I was in school, man, I used to let whoever, if you could see my paper, you can copy.
Do that. I am
look.
I am
You
not
go-
responsible for the
Look,
results.
I'm telling you now.
I'm
You're gonna
telling
be
you
getting
right
a
now.
C with me
Yeah.
because that's about as much effort I put
Yes.
into that.
Yes.
You got to
Into
know
the-
who to copy if you copy.
Right. Like in
I
my
probably was the best person because I never got below a C.
so you was at least gonna pass if you copying off of Dre Bailey.
But if you the type of dude
I'm not
that
copying a C.
if you're a kid that don't get good grades, you copy the
copying that
person.
C,
you
dog.
go copy the C. You
Yeah,
go
you don't
copy
want to
the
copy
A.
the A. It looks a little weird.
Right.
You're gonna copy that C, bro. I mean, I took Spanish back-to-back years, my freshman and sophomore year of high school, and I don't think I did anything on my own. Just in that particular class,
Right.
like I sat next to the Mexican homies, and I got that thing done.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I put in my effort
Yeah.
through. I lived vicariously through my vatos.
Nothing
That's
wrong
what
with
I
getting
did.
a little help, sir.
Nothing wrong with a little help, man.
That's it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Shout out my boy EP. That's what we gonna call him, EP.
Yeah.
He know who he is. It's my guy. He listens to us faithfully.
Okay.
Shout out my guy EP, man.
Yeah.
Helping your boy out in Spanish class. 'Cause I sucked.
Hey.
Mhm.
¿Qué?
I
See?
was horrible.
¿Qué?
Yeah. Bueno.
¿Qué? What?
Bueno.
Oh, okay. ¿Qué?
Bueno.
Bueno. Bueno,
Their-
noches.
look, their Spanish is
Look,
it's
Buenos
not it's not a
dias.
good look.
I'm horrible. I'm horrible.
It's not a good look right
I can
now.
readily admit that. But yeah, man, this NCAA probe.
Hey, who is it though?
Chris the Bird.
I
Mood
knew it.
music, man. The mood music right here at Guerilla Cross Studios, man.
But we all know why it's playing.
Hey.
We all know why it's playing.
Big ups to the lady in red in the building. somewhere.
Yeah. Lady in red.
Young Pinto. We call him Pinto.
Oh.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk
Sports
Radio.
Talk Radio.
Young Pinto.
Look, man. He's not gonna get off the hook. I'm not in.
Oh no. Oh,
They
no.
need to drag his name through the mud just like they did my homeboy Rick Pitino.
Sure. He needs to face this because they allowed him to, through everything, come back, make the big announcement at one of the home games before the home game started. And I'm glad to be back and this, that, and the third. Hey, man, my thing is 10,000. That's it.
Mm.
So I gave him a month, 10 racks. That was it.
That's all he
I'm
needed.
kind of like
went to
Jalen Rose. Like Jalen Rose said, he was like, that's it.
That's it.
10,000.
10,000.
That's all we doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm only gonna be here for it.
Well,
less
he
than
would
a year.
he would have
Come on.
gave him more, but guess what? That Rick Pitino scandal happened around that same time
Yeah,
that Aiden was there.
Sure.
So he had to scale back on the
Yeah,
thousands.
yeah, we
It
like,
probably
hold
would have
on,
been more
dog.
like 30.
I can't
30
compete
racks.
with this guy.
Ouch.
Yeah, bro. We got to understand too, man, that
And he ended up in Phoenix.
Yeah. like right up the road. Like that's an hour and a half drive, bro. Tucson and Phoenix about this far away from each other, north south.
So initially,
On the map.
how much did the university make
Mm.
and the NBA is making off of this one guy and you tripping over 10?
Yeah. 10 racks a month.
10,000.
So essentially probably 60 grand total if you
Yeah.
think about it in the grand scheme of things. About 60 grand
Yeah.
total, right? Come on, dog. I mean,
Look,
at the end
man,
of the day, it's nothing.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Uh-oh.
But
I don't have a problem with that dude taking 10 racks.
So you're okay with players getting paid?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my thing. I'm okay with that too. But don't just give it to one person. One person may get maybe a little bit more than the rest.
Mhm.
But if I'm on the same team and all of my assists are coming from me
Mhm.
to him,
Mhm.
I can't get nothing either.
right.
Hey man, I don't know what you getting.
Can I get something though?
Work that out with young Sean Miller. Let me get my 10 racks.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, that's what you need to work out between you and Sean.
See, and see, I gotta be on the opposite. If you're gonna pay one, pay them all. It should be across the board, not,
I agree with that.
These athletes, are you kidding me? How many times we got to hear about you going and buying 50 cheeseburgers from McDonald's to survive in college? Yep. These are grown. Yep. These boys are built like 3 men in one. Yep. If they playing football, basketball, whatever. Some of them come from dire situations, man. Yep. And
man, look, when I went to college, my pops told me, all I can send you. Now, you got to remember, this is back in 1982.
And he kept it real with you, though.
No doubt.
All I can probably send you is $20, $30.
That's it. That's all I can get to you, son.
So when I got up to college, I immediately said,
whatever
I
work study
need
at,
a job,
whatever
sir.
work study in them.
And I got that work study, that good work study.
Come on, bruh.
I got that good work study.
Come on, bro. I
Sweeping out that gym.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I used to go on the road with the girls' basketball team and take stats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get money.
Mine was cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Get money. I kind of look at it as, you remember the scene in American Gangster where, Frank Lucas and his wife, they coming from their wedding and the detective stops them. It's a bunch of them, but it's one main guy, right?
At the end.
Yeah, no, this is
in the car.
Josh Brolin.
Yep, that was him.
He said, things looking kind of different around here, Frank. And Frank said, man,
you moving a little different.
Yeah, you moving a little different, Frank. And Frank said, hey man, you need to holler at the police force if you're not getting your cut.
That part off top.
He said, he pulled out that young business card. He said, 10,000 to this address, first of every month. Throw it in the car.
Period.
End of discussion. What are we talking about here?
Because if I know that somebody else getting it,
come on, man.
I'm about to go ahead and negotiate mine.
I'm not finna let you floss through my neighborhood.
But see,
Andre Aiden's was negotiated when he signed his letter of intent. Mm-hmm. So when you signed your letter of intent,
probably before his letter of intent.
So
was
when you
signed.
signed your letter of intent, that should have been discussed between you and Sean.
Now just imagine that it's not right. Just imagine if it wasn't right discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Peep this out. If they recruited Goose and Goose already. He already didn't had his nice discussion, and they arranged some money, and I'm coming in behind them, and they're about to sign me too, but they didn't offer me nothing. Okay, I'm fine because I don't know about his deal.
Don't know about the situation, right?
But let Goose loose lips,
right? Let me say something.
Say something about him getting chipper. I'm knocking on that young door. And I'll be, hey, man.
Coach Meal, let me holler at you.
Look, you see what I did? I'm gonna just like that, hey, man.
Let me holler at you, Coach Meal.
What I had heard was young Goose is getting that young paper. Now, I don't want what Goose is doing.
But see, that's what you shouldn't have done.
Yeah,
don't bring Goose's name into it.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Well, I heard.
Yeah.
I
heard that
some things
you just go in and say, I'm a need. That's what you do.
Period.
I'm a need.
I'm a need at least this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not putting out.
Just like Josh Brolin. I'm going to need that.
I'm not putting
every
out.
Like my man on Blue Chips?
Yeah. I'm not putting out the performance
Right.
that Goose is doing. But
I'm a 4-star guy.
Yeah.
I'm a 4-star guy.
Hey, you guys call me.
Y'all call
so
me.
Here is my telephone fee.
Whoa.
Monthly.
And you know what he might say? Have no problem with it.
Good.
You know what? We'll pay that young T-Mobile for you.
We got you.
But
No
I bet you I won't do what Goose did and talk about what my deal is.
No, you're not finna talk.
No
talking.
And that was discussed when he signed. Don't let nobody know about this. Do not let anyone know about this.
Wow.
Could you be bought, Mark? I'll call him by his public's name. Quan 5 in the building, man.
Let's just say you signed a letter of intent, and the coach said, "Okay, Mark, we're gonna, just put a little more 10 racks in there for you, cash."
Yeah.
In college?
Little
Yeah.
comma.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna take it.
No
you gonna take it.
You 18.
They don't let you work. They don't let you do anything else.
You
Taking the
18.
money, especially when you know
Yeah,
that all the other top players are getting paid too.
Mm.
You know Duke's paying,
yeah.
Mhm.
which they'll get caught eventually.
But
Once
that-
Coach
that's
Coach
that's
K
my
is
thing.
gone, then
Boom.
they'll bust them.
Boom.
With
This
him
has
being
been
there,
happening for years, folks.
and guess
been
what? Maybe
happening
the
for years.
NCAA takes some of that from the coaches. And if the coach doesn't want to pay, maybe that's why they go after these guys. I don't know. I don't know why they were going after Tark when Arizona was doing the same thing with Lute Olson.
Man,
Sure.
my brother,
Luke was definitely doing it.
my brother, when he was at Nevada,
Reno, yeah.
Reno, yeah, boy was getting taken care of.
No question. These $100 handshakes happen every day,
He didn't
bro.
want or hurt for nothing.
No. Nor should he have.
Nor should he have.
Yeah.
Come on.
The bottom line is these universities, organizations are making multi-million dollars off of each player that is on a basketball team, football team, track scholarship.
Mhm.
These things happen.
Sure.
All we're saying, a small stipend.
That's it, man.
And we wouldn't even be going through this.
Can we get an extra tomato on the burger?
We wouldn't even
dog?
be going through
A
the probe.
small stipend.
Can I get
We
an
wouldn't be going through the
extra
probe.
French fry?
Yeah.
Just a French
Because
fry.
guess
Just
what?
one fry, though.
Put some incentives in there too. 'Cause I'm telling you, you'll get a lot of these college players probably going a little harder in the paint.
Yeah.
Let you act up, and you know you're not getting that $4,000 a month stipend because of your grades or because you tripping off of the football field or whatever.
Boy.
That may give you a little incentive to act a little better.
Yeah. Interesting, man.
Come on, man.
And these coaches are begging these kids to come to their school.
Yeah.
They're begging
They
them.
sitting on couches. They are.
What can we do for you?
They are showing up to these
Which you can do.
AAU tournaments. Like this is not coincidental.
That's the code word. What can we do for you?
Yeah. What can Brown
Goose, what can
do
we do
for
for
you?
you?
What can Brown do for you?
What can we do for you, Goose? Besides this full ride scholarship to get you to come.
Come on, man. Let's not act, man.
He'll write it down. Is this enough, Goose?
Mine's always gonna be no. I'm gonna push the
I'm
limit.
gonna look out my good eye.
I'm gonna push the limit.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna push the envelope on mine.
Question.
And you're a 5-star tight end
Oof.
that
Oof.
hundreds of universities want you to come there.
Ooh.
This dude here is offering. What can we do?
Look,
For
let
you
me
to get to sign this today. I need you to sign this today.
let me show you this note, and you can't agree to that note. Okay, well let me go ahead and get this other coach a call.
Yeah. Right in front of you.
Hold
though.
on, right now. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me pull this man's number. He just called me last night.
Shit like you just hit me though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Just hit
hey,
me.
coach. What's okay? Here it is.
May I speak to Dabo? Dabo?
Yeah.
Dabo, are you there?
Yeah,
Dabo.
yeah.
He tripping, dog.
That's initially how Quan got us over here. He made a nice phone call. So what I had heard was
Just through the grapevine.
look, and he didn't talk about nobody else's deal.
You in high school, sir, have the fastest 400 time in the country in high school.
Yeah.
We want you to come here. What can we do for you?
Let me see.
Would that be enough, sir?
Let me see something. Let me see something.
Humboldt State. Oh, unlimited trees. Boy, I'm going there.
Well,
Gotcha.
there's that.
Gotcha.
Wow. Yeah, this NCAA probe is really just getting started.
Yeah.
Honestly, man.
I think a lot of coaches.
So to me, it's nothing to be,
Yeah.
feeling like, these guys are out of line.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
nah.
they've been doing this for a long time.
Has
never
Mike
go there.
Krzyzewski done it?
I mean,
Sure he has.
I'm pretty sure that the Duke Blue Devils.
Oh,
I mean, what else do they have going for the university? Let's besides, I'm not talking academically. We know what they are
off
academically.
that tobacco.
Let's talk about them as a sports franchise. Duke University as a sports franchise. What else is going on at Duke?
I mean, they had a six pick in the NFL draft.
Oh, snap. That rose the stock.
That part. That part.
That rose the stock.
Danny Jones.
Yeah, he didn't win over 6 games in 3 years of start. Never won in a season. Never won over 6 games.
Oof.
Think he won a total of 15 his entire career. 16 his entire career.
So the next quarterback coming in, he could be like, man, I could beat Daniel Jones in the next 3 years.
Danny Jones.
In 3 years.
I mean, what is it to do in North Carolina outside of?
Well, it's some,
I mean,
Carolina's
it's still very.
yes.
Go ahead, say it.
My first time in Charlotte.
I'm gonna let you say it.
Look, my first time in Charlotte was not a pleasant. It was not a pleasant stay.
Right.
I'll say that. When I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, and you got to understand too, this is the home of. This is where banking resides in our country. The city of Charlotte is where banking resides. There, like you see 7-Elevens on every corner.
Yep.
In Charlotte, you see banks on every corner. Like that's what it is in Charlotte. But it's also the brain center of NASCAR.
Yeah.
And we all know what NASCAR brings, right?
The same people who like hockey. I'm just messing with you. I'm just mad.
Whites.
There you go. So
NASCAR's a little different than hockey, though.
yeah,
The fans are different.
The fans are much different, much different than hockey.
Way different.
So we want to get a little taste of the nightlife in Charlotte. So we're out there for our fraternities conclave. It's the last day. We just want to chill. We just want to. We from Vegas, so getting a table somewhere is nothing for us. This is what we do.
Right.
We are the brain center of entertainment. So we go to this club. It's like in an alley, bro, and they got like a red carpet.
Nah, man.
In an alley, bro. So naturally, when you want VIP service, you go to the VIP line or to the front of the line. We get up there and the bouncer that's there, asks us, what we need. I said, well, it's me. It's like 10 of my frat brothers here, man. We want to buy a couple tables. We want to spend money here.
Y'all all black?
Yeah.
I got you.
Everybody was all black. We didn't have any white guys in our chapter at the time. So,
well, that's racist.
At the time. We're
Got
talking
him.
2007 now. So he says, well, you're going to have to go to the back of the line like everybody else. I said, whoa, I think we got off on the wrong foot there.
You did a lot of talking. You did too.
So,
you did more talking than I would have
I
did.
probably did too much talking.
It's
I probably
okay.
did, but I was trying to gain understanding as a young man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to gain understanding here, bro. That's all. I just wanted some understanding. And he refused to give it to me. I said, hey, man.
Welcome back, Bill.
We're from Las Vegas, and we
Hope you
want
washed your hands.
some VIP service. We want to buy a couple of tables to patronize your business.
Yeah.
Well, you need to go to the back of the line then.
Just like that.
I said, well, I just watched somebody walk up to you prior to us, and you opened up the rope for them. So what makes us any different?
Nah, man.
By this time, one of my frat brothers comes up. All hell broke loose, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Because this just isn't it. We gotta go. Yeah. I can't repeat everything that was said that night because this is a Christian radio station. But just know that it was a whole lot of cussing out there in Charlotte, North Carolina that night. And that was by far the absolute worst experience I've ever had in a city in my entire life.
But they got good food.
Oh, it's great food.
Ooh.
It's great food. Great food. Excellent. But
Mike
their hospitality stinks.
Mike Krzyzewski, maybe.
Yeah.
You guys said high probability of him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there were stories out this year of Zion taking the bag.
Pretty sure he
Dude,
took a bag.
let me tell you something. Zion, unless he just loved basketball that much and said, you know what, forget the money. I really want to go to Duke. This is my dream. You
Don't
know,
worry about it, coach.
Listen, and it's so easy right now because all these schools are sponsored by a shoe company.
Yeah.
So now the coaches don't necessarily pay,
Mhm.
but it's the shoe company
Yes.
that will do the cover up for them.
but they
fun.
send out certain representatives
Yeah.
That'll just
on their behalf.
hand it over in cash.
You know.
Hmm.
Wow,
That's
that's nice.
Got to be.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. If you want to be a sponsor of the best sports talk radio show in the land, man, please reach out to us at lettheballbounce@gmail.com. You
Yes,
can
sir.
always follow us on social medias at the Let the Ball Bounce on the gram,
Yep.
and that's Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter,
Yep.
and that's with
One
one T, and Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, man, where we got the hottest sports page on
Day
every day is something.
day and night.
Day and
Every day.
night.
Every day, man. We
Something's
got
going on.
playoffs here, man.
Yes.
And last night, man, if you
Phew.
did not watch
Wow.
the Denver versus Portland Trailblazer game, you were either a
Sort of an instant classic.
super hater
Sort
of
an instant classic.
NBA,
Mhm.
because I think Felicia Fye is not really an NBA
No,
person.
she's not an NBA person at all.
So I would kind of
She's
just
a
say
New England Patriots person.
Yes,
She may not even be an NFL person.
right,
She may
right.
just be a New England Patriots
Yeah.
person.
Does that even count as being a sports fan?
I mean, you're a team fan, so it would behoove
When the team's
you-
good, though. If that team's not good, she's probably not
She
talking
might
about
not be
no,
repping them.
she reps them.
Yeah,
How long have you
she'll
known her?
rep.
Because they've been good
Very
for
true.
20-something years.
I've known her. I've known Felicia since Cam Newton's rookie year. So we're looking at
So
what,
not before
9
Tom
years?
Brady. If you haven't known her before Tom Brady, you don't know.
Mm.
They've been good.
Well, hey, that's something that I haven't asked. I've never asked her how long she's been a
Yeah,
fan.
I think she's been a fan
She's
for a
been
long
a-
time. At least that's the impression I get.
Right.
I'd venture to say she's been a fan since the first Super Bowl.
Okay.
So
It's like
we
my
talking
son.
02,
Oh, he's a Patriots
02,
fan too.
03.
Yeah.
But see, your son is a little bit younger, too.
23.
So
Oh, yeah, he's-
so we talking. He was a little jit at the time.
Yeah.
So that's all he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't take
That's all he
after,
knows.
he didn't take after Pops.
Oh, no.
Now,
Okay.
he,
Wow.
he didn't just pop up when he was 20 talking
No.
about, yeah, I'm a Patriots fan.
No.
Okay.
Well, if you didn't watch that game last night, man,
Boy.
4 overtimes, the first time in NBA history.
Crazy.
It was a great game.
Mhm. Excellent.
There was a statistical stat thrown out there that the playoffs ratings are down because LeBron James
Mhm.
isn't
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Now, I admit, the first round of the playoffs, it was
But you still watched.
You watch.
well, you know.
You
You're
caught
not
games.
talking
Because
to-
you're a fan.
You're
Yeah,
not talking
caught
to
me.
your average
Yeah,
NBA
exactly.
fan, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You talking to
And
a
you're
guy.
a LeBron guy.
I'm a LeBron guy.
So LeBron not being in it didn't sour you
Bro,
from.
if
okay.
that was the case, I would have stopped watching when Michael Jordan retired. Boy, stop.
Of course.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of basketball I missed
Yeah, right.
if I stopped right
Right,
when Michael Jordan
right.
stopped.
That's a lot of basketball.
I missed all the Lakers championships with Kobe.
Right.
I would have missed all of that.
You'd have missed a
All-
lot of
all
so
of the Spurs.
really good basketball.
So those ratings, numbers, whatever they are, can they be kind of skewed a little bit? Or
And that
Possibly.
would be my point.
Possibly.
The first round was but I still watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the second round, right now,
Glued.
engaged?
it's
Glued.
where everybody wanted to see each team meet up anyway.
Yep.
We already knew what Houston was going to do.
Yep.
We already knew what Golden State was going to do, even though Clippers played them hard.
Yep.
We already knew what certain teams were going to do, the Bucks, and
Yeah.
and you know, it may have been a surprise that, you know, Boston got past Indiana, but they wanted to see these matchups right now.
Sure.
These are the better teams.
Oh yeah, the best teams
the
are there.
playoffs.
The best teams are
right
in
now
the final
that
eight.
we want to see.
Yeah.
No question.
So
yeah.
now do the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
People love to start narratives, man. That type of stuff just kills me, man. That kills me, man.
Yeah,
But I haven't seen yet a person on the page.
I haven't seen a person on the page.
Boy,
say
if
that.
they
seen
do,
that
I'm
yet.
going in the paint.
But when I saw that particular, stat or
Well,
number, I'm like, okay,
you're getting up to date live narratives on the games.
no doubt, that happens.
Oh, that was a bad foul. The refs are tripping.
But
That
see,
happens.
we could tell certain people
Yeah.
who likes to start.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lee Jimerson.
No.
Cleveland Cavaliers ain't been crap since
Where's
LeBron.
he been?
And he ain't been on the page.
That's because he's a Cleveland. Well, no, he's
he's
a
a
LeBron.
Well, he's a LeBron.
He's a Laker because he
guy.
said
He's a
we.
LeBron guy.
He's a LeBron guy, but even during the season,
He
Lee
wasn't.
never coming.
He
'Cause I
mentioned
don't think he
we
liked to-
one game
When
in LA.
I
and
really-
somebody's like, boy,
I said we.
yeah,
Boy, y'all let him-
we.
Hey,
what the?
Hey, I think I put the eyes up there like this.
Hold on, Lee. Lee, what you mean we? Lee? I've been knowing you since
we
ninth
ain't
grade.
letting
I ain't
you in.
never heard you
We
say
ain't letting
Lakers.
you in.
Come on, dog.
We ain't letting you
Been
in.
knowing you since I was 13. I ain't never
Right.
heard you utter Lakers.
We ain't
Better
letting you
stop
in.
that,
Yeah, you're not
Boy, y'all
invited.
let him have it.
Boy. Come on, Lee.
You're not allowed.
Stop it. Stop it. Cut the crapeth.
Boy, they let him have it so good. You could probably go into the let the ball bounce search and just put we.
And it'll pop up. It'll definitely pop
But that
up.
was a good game
So he's
last
probably
night.
not
game.
watching.
No.
Lee might not be
No,
watching.
He may not.
He ain't watching.
Yeah. He ain't going to say it, though.
Portland Trailblazers go up 2-1 in
Yeah.
that series, man.
Epic.
I
game,
think
man.
it's going to be 7.
Mm.
I mean, both teams just big shot after big shot after
Mhm.
big shot, man.
Mhm.
And even when you had statistically and field goal percentage wise, Dame Dollar's not his best shooting night,
Not at all.
and they still pull out the victory.
He struggled. He struggled in the fourth, mightily. But by that second overtime, everybody for the most part was drained
Yeah,
until Rodney Hood hit the floor. Fresh legs Hood,
Fresh
bro.
legs.
because Rodney Hood didn't play in the first 3 overtimes.
Right. So he was fresh. Yeah.
Super fresh.
Big shots he hit, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, C.J. McCollum, dog, he could not miss
So,
last
You
night.
want to
bro.
talk about a person has to be on that list of being able to get his shot off
Yeah.
anytime he
Yeah.
wants, like
Yeah.
whatever type of
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
He got handles, he got jumpers, he got floaters,
He can do
got
a lot of
he
things
do everything.
on the basketball court, bro. Like he is a tremendously skilled basketball
he
player,
is.
bro. He really is. I just don't think he'll get the credit. One because he's smaller, and 2 just because there are so many other guys that get the shine. Nobody's looking in the Great Northwest in Portland for a great basketball player. They know who he is,
Mhm.
but they're not going to put him into that mix because there are just so many other guys that play on national TV every
Well,
single
I'm gonna tell you
night.
this: if I
But
have
the
to,
basketball, the NBA community
Oh,
knows
they know. They know.
who he is.
They know exactly who
Yeah.
he is, bro.
Yeah.
But again, like with this whole thing about, not watching because LeBron's not playing. I think that's geared more toward the casual fan rather than
Yeah.
the fan of the NBA.
Yeah.
And that's what, what I put, onto the comment, when Sherm commented. I think that's more geared toward the casual fan. If you're just a casual fan of, hockey, like I consider myself a casual hockey fan. I'm not a big hockey fan, right? I don't
Mhm.
watch center ice. I don't watch regular season hockey.
right,
So when playoff time comes, though, I watch. Like with baseball, I'm an avid baseball fan. I'll probably watch 100 games during the season out of $1.62, and that's a lot for baseball. Something that's played every single day.
right.
Like you just can't sit in front of the TV and watch baseball every single day. Like it's impossible. Like you really just have nothing going on in life if you do that. But I consider myself a fan because, you know, how much I watch. But if you know, just don't watch basketball because one person isn't there, that's just geared toward the casual fan, in my opinion.
That makes no sense.
And it makes
Like,
no sense.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
That makes no sense.
yeah, man. But
You can't even talk. You can't even talk
like,
basketball.
you can't
to me.
talk basketball. Like,
Once you start talking, it dudes. Be quiet.
Come
That's
on,
what I'm saying.
Come on, bro.
Those people don't
Can't.
even need to be
You
on
can't.
the
No.
page
Can't talk
engaging
basketball.
in any.
No.
if you just say, oh, because one dude isn't playing,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch. Like, how can we converse back and forth about the sport?
Well, I wonder what Boston is thinking of how they're about to watch their team play again. And when they play Sunday or Monday. But Boston lost against Milwaukee at home. It was a butt whipping.
Sure was.
They got slapped.
And
They got slapped.
I picked Boston in 6. I know Paul Pierce is super salty still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was
That
saying
guy.
something like, "It's over after the first game. It's
boy.
over."
Oh yeah.
Whoa! They was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over after one game.
Yeah, I'm going opposite. Anything Paul Pierce says, I'm going opposite, dog.
I should do
Going
that.
opposite,
I
bro.
can't switch it now. I said Boston in 6.
I'm going opposite.
Ouch.
I can't fool with PP, man.
That's
I just can't, man.
that's irresponsible.
Like, it's so irresponsible.
Color
for you to
commentating,
do that,
bro.
Like, what are you doing?
He's super irresponsible.
That's irresponsible, PP.
And
Don't do that, P Square. Come on, P Square.
But he's showing that while he's commentating that he can't separate from being a homer.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just
Can't separate
say
his
what it
emotions.
is. Like, you know what? Boston may be in trouble.
Right. He can't separate his emotions. He can't. I know somebody that's pretty good at separating their emotions, man. Jay Williams, man. When he does, you know, his college game day stuff with the NCAA and on ESPN, he does a great job of separating his Duke emotions from what's in front of him.
mm-hmm.
And I respect him as a commentator of college basketball for that. Like, he really separates his emotions, man.
You know, I like Jalen Rose. I think
Jalen
Jalen Rose is, you can't give Jalen Rose any ammo on you because he'll rip you to shreds.
He will.
Yeah, he killed you. As
Like,
Paul
he
Pierce
sure
saw.
will.
Ask Paul.
Yeah.
And he's did one on Jason Williams about, you know, that the greatest basketball player of all time discussion. And whew, that was pretty good. You had to check that out.
I got to
was
see
a
that
good
one.
That
I
was
don't
a
think
good
I saw
one.
that one.
That was
I
good.
gotta
It's
see
on
that.
Jalen
Got
Rose.
pretty
I gotta
heated,
see
didn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
got to see
did.
that.
Yeah.
I got to see that.
It's pretty good.
I may have saw it and just forgot, but I'll check it out.
Boston has to play.
Mm-hmm.
They have to have a great game out of Kyrie.
Yeah.
I said great.
Yeah, he has to go above and beyond.
You have to have a great game out of Kyrie. You have to have a great game out of Hayward. You have to have a good game out of Tatum and Brown. I'm talking about all and Horford all at the same time. It can't
What about
be
Terry Rozier, man? Ain't much been
Rozier
said
coming
about
off.
Rozier, bro.
Yeah, Rozier coming off the bench. I mean, he trying to get that bag after this year. I mean, right now it don't look like it don't look like the Rozier of last year. It don't look like the Brown of last year. It don't look like the Tatum of last year. It don't look quite the same now that we've integrated Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
And that's what it was going to be my question.
Ooh.
Did Gordon Hayward coming back? Now, I'm gonna just go out and on a limb and say no myself. But from the looks of it, because we really don't know what's going on inside of their locker room, inside of that Boston Celtic culture, right? In you guys' humble opinion, integrating Gordon Hayward back into the fold, do you think that helped or hindered the young Boston Celtic team? Now they got veteran leadership with Al Horford. They got it with Kyrie. But did it help or hinder, according to you guys, and Quan, you could chime in too, the team chemistry that was formed on last season?
Well, I would say that wow.
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to say.
I don't necessarily say I would say it helped or hindered it. I just think that they had to get acclimated with each other of a healthy Hayward coming back, because that was that the first game?
Yeah, that was
the first game of last year.
That was the first game.
Like 4 minutes in.
Yeah,
it's like 4 minutes into the game.
Right, first game.
Snap.
And
don't play that. Don't do it, Quan. I can sense you, bro.
Well,
I can sense you getting ready to play.
I didn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, good.
My bad.
Okay, good.
You over there telling on you in Braille. That's why
he's gonna play it. He's gonna play it because he heard what I said.
No, I definitely didn't. I wish I did.
No, I don't think that it's gonna. I don't think it's helped or hindered. I just think that they need to learn how to play well with each other, because if they do and they can, they have a lot of weapons, right? I think that's where the coach comes into play, and trying to manage the minutes that Tatum and Brown had last year versus the minutes now that Hayward is back. Kyrie is back. It's two players that's being put into a system that was designed to work for last year. And I don't know how good the chemistry, the ego, and I always say it takes about 1.5 years with the same teammates to build some type of chemistry. They're not really comfortable yet with Kyrie because they quite don't know how Kyrie can do. I mean, if I'm Jaylen Brown and I need the ball a little bit to make a move or whatever, and Kyrie got the ball and he dancing with it for about 15 seconds or whatever he's doing, that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So I have to learn how to work around him because he's the quote-unquote franchise player for now. Right? We don't know what this summer is going to entail, but I can't say if it hurt or hindered yet because they're still – now, if they make it out of the second round, I got to say it didn't hurt because they made it past.
Right, because it would be obvious then at that point. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say no, but they've had these chemistry problems all season long.
Yeah.
Or what seemed to be chemistry problems all season.
From Hayward coming back to even Kyrie.
Yeah.
Because, Kyrie didn't play in the playoffs last year.
No.
So now they had to get along with playing with him again. So I'm going to say no. I just think Milwaukee Bucks, this is their time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Without
Brock. Without Malcolm
And
Brogdon.
he's coming back, though.
And he'll be coming back.
He'll be coming back.
Yeah, he'll be coming back.
Yeah, so
They make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, which we all believe.
My thing is probably what we're seeing right now is that the Bucks teams are better than the Celtics.
Young guys versus young guys.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks might have it in place.
And if you go on paper, it just don't look like that.
Right. If you're looking at names.
You feel me?
I would say if you're looking at names, I would venture to say that it's probably even.
Exactly.
I would say it's even.
Who's evenly matched up with Kyrie Irving?
No. I'm saying as far as I'm saying names.
Okay.
Like just if you looking at names and what they can do, you might.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people put too much on Tatum and Brown to be like these super dudes that they were last year. Last year was their coming out party. Right?
Yeah.
But when teams get time to
now they have film on you.
Sure.
Scout you.
Sure.
Watch film.
Right.
Put a defender on you.
Right.
Make
you do something different.
Find out know your weaknesses.
Yeah.
And exploit them every time you get your hand on the ball.
Because I'm going to tell you, last year when Tatum was balling, all praise due to Kobe Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
The Mamba mentality.
Right.
He's reached out to the Mamba.
And he worked out with him this summer.
Yeah. And
over the summer.
And this year,
nothing.
He's been working out with the same guy, but what's the problem?
the issue. Got to put some onus on yourself, man. At some point, dog. Got to. Quan, what you think, man? What you think about the Celtic chemistry?
Well, you know he's going to tell you from a Lakers because he cannot stand.
Tell me from an NBA fan.
No, he's first of all, he's going to start off with
team.
the Celtics' great coach. That's what he's going to start out
their
with.
Great coach Brad Stevens. You know, he takes a little of the blame for Brown and Tatum not showing up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he can't go out there and shoot for him.
he got all the credit for them balling, so he gets the credit for
Didn't
them
I
not
say
balling.
that last night?
He can't shoot for him.
Didn't I say that last night?
But real
He
quick,
ain't playing.
real quick before.
But at the same time, man, I think those young players need to step up because now you do got the vets back. They didn't have Hayward and Irving last year,
right?
But now they're back in their spots. Which, of course, Irving is the leader of that team.
Sure,
he's the best player by far on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So that's his team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I think that screwed up the chemistry though. I don't think it should have, but I think it did.
Right.
I think it did. I think those young players need to realize, like, it's not your time yet. You have a vet who's won a championship,
sure,
who's been to the finals 3 times,
right?
And they need to be able to be his players.
Sure.
I don't see that with the Celtics, but also they're playing the Bucks. The Bucks have been the best team in the league all year.
They're the only team who won 60 games.
So you really can't. I mean, Giannis is the best player in the league behind Kevin Durant right now. He's unstoppable. You can't stop that dude. So if other people are, if their shooters are shooting and knocking down those shots, then I don't know who could stop them except Golden State, which is going to be a really good finals matchup if they meet, and it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it is
because they match up.
5-1.
A 5-1 series. A 5-1 series.
5-1. 5-1.
Just play an extra one.
So kind of like a 10-8 round in boxing.
Just play it. Yep.
This is gonna be a knockout in the first game. I would give them 2.
And see, earlier this year.
Yeah, we'll just give you 2.
But see, earlier this year, Kyrie kind of played his hand a little bit by saying, "Man, now I know what it's like being on my own, and I ain't really handling this too well.
This ain't right."
And let me tell you,
it's hard to get these dudes to play.
Get that young apology call.
It's hard. Hey. So LeBron, I'm sorry.
LeBron, I'm sorry, dog.
Let me tell you something.
My fault,
when
fam.
you find a chemistry with someone in basketball, it's hard to find another championship pedigree type of person who on this they just complemented each other. I thought the LeBron and the Kyrie.
Yeah.
If LeBron wasn't coming at you, you had to watch Kyrie. If Kyrie was, then LeBron. It was like back and forth. And like you said, he reached out and he apologized. And
my fault, fam.
Let me tell you something. And he know how it is talking to these young kids too.
Man. Yeah, you can't talk to him. You can't talk to him like that, man. You can't, bro. And he found out. Somebody probably was like, "Hey, dog."
And now they down 3-1.
Come on, bro. Is it
no
2-1? 2-1. It's 2-1. Okay, 2-1. So they're still in the series.
Yeah, I still say Boston in 6. But games like this when they lose,
so you got them winning 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Stick to your prediction, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to it.
Stick to your prediction.
I think it should. I wish
it can happen.
Yeah,
it can happen.
But listen,
this series may go 6-2.
And looking at the big picture of Boston, 6-2 series. Looking at the big picture of Boston, they're running out of those draft picks. I think this year they still have some of those draft picks, but now those kind of go off the board after this year. So they're like, oh, Boston could do any. Listen, man, if they lose Kyrie this year, if they can't get Anthony Davis, this team's going to be struggling.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
This is their year. They have to do something.
And prayers up to Danny Ainge, who suffered a mild heart attack. If they don't beat the Bucks, it's time to see what you can get for a Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Tatum. You got
stock is dropping though.
I don't think it's dropping, but they're young, so they have upside.
Yeah.
They can't get any worse than this, right? No. So, hey, why not make a push? I'm telling you, that is why I put that post months before. I said, Watch out for Danny Ainge because that's a slick. That dude's a little sneaky little dude right
But
there.
if Kyrie's leaving, wouldn't you want them young dudes to stay?
And that's when
That's interesting.
you're gonna have to. They're gonna have to offer
Exactly.
him something.
Exactly.
But you got to bring in your guy.
And you got to try to go get a free agent to play with these dudes.
Trust that
Anthony
team,
Davis.
You got to trust that team becomes the team that they were last year without Kyrie.
So let's just put a scenario together, right?
Uh-oh.
Okay, the Boston Celtics with the draft picks that you mentioned that they have, right? So to bring Anthony Davis over, you offer all of your draft picks, right? What they got? 3?
Something like that.
Three first rounders, right? 3 future first round picks, right? 3 future first rounders and Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
If you are the New Orleans Pelicans,
I'll give up Brown first.
You give up Brown before Tatum?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll throw Brown in there.
Okay.
Either one of the 2 young guys.
Got you.
Right? Because I put them at equal playing field as far as value is concerned, right?
And
So-
and Brown may be a better defender too.
I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that.
Yeah.
So let's throw Jaylen Brown in there
Okay.
and 3 first rounders.
Ooh.
If you're the New Orleans Pelicans, do you take that?
Yes.
Do you take that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this rebuild thing that we're talking about here, you bring in we have to remember that Anthony Davis is what, 26,
Mm-hmm.
25? The dude's still young, bro.
You
He
can-
the
so
same
two things.
age.
You can do it
So
2 or 3
two things.
years.
Does Danny Ainge do that trade if Anthony Davis is legit saying, I'm not going to re-sign and
Right.
only make that trade, get rid of all those people for 1 year of Anthony Davis without Kyrie Irving?
Right.
So if Kyrie leaves and then you trade for Anthony Davis and you lose too much, and you might even lose him at the end of next season.
Right. Well, see, this
That's a major gamble.
I get that, but this is where Kyrie Irving comes in. This is where his influence comes in. He said he goes Anthony
stays.
Davis. Hey man, I'm staying, dog. I want you here. And if I'm Anthony Davis, I'm like, okay,
That's a push, though.
Al Horford
it is.
Al
That's a
Horford would
push,
have to be
though.
in the mix.
ooh, send Al Horford over.
They would have to put him in
I
the
wouldn't
mix.
want to do that. See, if I'm Danny Ainge, I can't do that. I can't send Al over.
I would.
I'm giving
Yeah, I
you.
would. I like Al, but come on, Anthony Davis. That's
Yeah, no question. And I'm not doing a comparison thing,
Right.
but I'm giving you 3 first rounders plus one of my young core guys.
For a rental.
I'm giving you that. It won't necessarily be a rental. We came up with the scenario that Anthony Davis actually stays and signs.
Ooh.
I don't think he tells the team that trades for him that he's going to stay and sign, though. So I think it's going to be a gamble because I
Right.
think he wants to be
Well,
a free
we
agent
just
next year.
dreaming this one up,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
And then Kyrie, if he learns from LeBron,
Mhm.
he's not saying he's going to stay.
Mhm.
Even if he does re-sign with Boston, it might be another 1-and-1 deal
Right.
to see what else is out there, to see what else they can get.
Well, he definitely wouldn't go to L.A. because that's the reason he left Cleveland, right? Because he didn't like LeBron.
Yeah, but then they made up. And
They made up.
Yeah, but I thought it was his.
Listen, I think there's a big chance
I
he ends
would-
up in New York.
It's hard for me to make up with a person who supposedly threw me under the bus.
Yeah.
At least it's what Sean seems to think because he was sitting in those young board meetings with Dan Gilbert.
All I know about is what I saw on First Take. Whatever
that's
somebody else is saying, making up their own narratives, man. Whatever.
I
And
don't know
listen,
what to tell you.
don't be
Yeah.
surprised if you see KD and Kawhi Leonard in LA in that Clipper jersey. Major rumors going around.
That would
with-
be insane, bro.
Look,
And that's not just people. That's not fans talking.
Right.
These
we
are
talking-
other
we
players,
talking-
like-
yeah.
What about some of your LA guys?
you know,
What have they said?
That's tough.
What are they saying?
I hadn't heard that one.
Mm.
You know,
The Big Three League was out here this week.
yeah,
so
I
there's
Yes, it is. So a lot of chatter.
you know what I have heard. I guess I can.
Let the cat out a little bit.
Well,
you can.
Let his tail wag
okay.
a little bit.
It's okay.
As long as you're not giving a source, you can say anything.
Sure. Boom.
yeah, but you know,
Boom.
I don't. Sometimes I don't even like to break things when it's time to break it. I'm just like let everybody else talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one. but I know a little bit.
Because if
Just say it. You want to say it.
Because here's
The
the
fans
thing.
want to hear. Listen, people are coming in.
He almost
Our numbers are coming up.
He's like, look,
All the numbers are coming up.
I never thought that it would come up until Bill said, "What about some of your LA guys?"
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
"Doggone it."
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
I'm caught.
Yeah.
Just give a hint to the room.
Nah.
It's gonna be interesting regardless.
Because see,
though.
if Kyrie signs back for what? Just a
I think
one.
I think he's done with Boston. To be honest, especially if they go out in the second round, I think Kyrie's done.
And well, I'm saying if Danny Ainge says, okay, we're going to go after AD.
So he's gonna wait for that trade to happen. Kyrie's not waiting there.
This is gonna be an interesting summer.
Ooh, and trust me,
Very much so.
one of the big names that may be moving is not going to sign a 4 or 5 year deal. It's only going to be like a 2 with an option rental.
One with an option. Interesting. I mean that's not real.
You're gonna keep
because
seeing
that's
those
That's
deals.
what's happening.
Yeah.
But the person, I'm talking about the person,
Yeah.
is going. That's it's going to be the interesting part.
Who's
Yeah,
he
'cause
play?
we-
Who's he play for now?
Oh, come on, come
I
on,
don't know.
come on, bro.
I moved past it already.
Oh,
NBA
man.
is fantastic.
It
man.
is fantastic, and so is the officiating.
Yeah.
And we got a new
Lord,
coach.
bro. It's
It's
so
horrible. This
bad.
is ridiculous.
Lakers got a new coach.
Okay, so
Let's start with the Suns first.
Monty Williams
Monty Williams. Yeah.
is the Phoenix Suns' new coach.
Yeah. God bless them.
Yeah, because that owner over there is, I don't quite understand what he's doing.
Yeah, his motives are.
I didn't think that
shot.
they should have got, I didn't believe that they should have got rid of my boy Watson.
Oh yeah.
I liked him.
Shout out to Earl Watson, man. He's
I don't respect
he's-
any organization that has a new coach every single year when
Every
when
year.
you haven't improved your team.
Bro,
Like you're not giving those coaches anything to coach.
A year.
every year.
And now they got a whole bunch of young people
And then
there,
you're
and
giving
you-
them rookies every year. Like,
Yeah.
there is no veteran presence over there
Like
other
that-
than Booker.
Like their average age is like
25.
22, bro.
Wow.
Like, come on, dog.
They had a
You
reason for like a
can't-
month.
Come on, dog. And he was the reason they was 22.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't gonna
That was
last.
the average age.
I knew
Because
that
otherwise
wasn't
it'd have
gonna
been
last.
like 19, 20.
He knew that wasn't going to last. He's like, who's going to pay me and trade me?
Nobody's gonna pay him because I mean, when
Ariza is on the block this summer.
during the summer, when the whole trade even went down, like we were. I don't think we were expecting him to stay in Houston. I think we kind of wanted to because that would have evened out the matchup with Golden State,
Yeah.
right? But they weren't gonna pay him what he was asking
Oh,
for.
no.
So they were like, you know what? We'll let you go get the bag somewhere else, bro.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you $8 million a year.
Yeah, and that
Not gonna happen.
and he clearly told you by making that statement that, winning really isn't. I'm all about these chips
about
right
this
now.
bag.
I already
I
got
got
a
my
ring.
He already
chips.
won. Yep.
I
already
got
got
a
a
chip
ring.
already. I'm straight. I'm trying to get this bag. I want to stay in Houston, but if you don't want to give me the bag, that's fine. Somebody else will. And Houston.
Well,
Houston
he's
was-
spending part of his bag bouncing from team to team. But yeah, man. The Phoenix Suns hired Monty Williams. I think it was a great hire as
Excellent.
far as coaches available.
Sure.
I thought he should have been deserving of a position somewhere in the league, man. Especially everything that he's done for that New Orleans Pelicans franchise, brand, and just being there for so long, man. And his wife passing, and him moving on. So I think there was a reason he moved on. There's a lot of memories there. With the family, but Phoenix is a new start for him, and right now Lakers are strongly considering
Tyronn Lue. Yeah. I mean, I was one of the ones that just didn't think it would happen. Ever.
Neither did
I did not think that would fly at all. But apparently it is.
Is he a better coach than Luke Walton?
Sure he is.
He got a ring, right?
I'll say that. Even without the ring, he's better than Luke Walton.
I disagree with that.
I'll give it to him. He's better than
Why you
Luke Walton.
disagree with it?
Tyronn Lue did nothing but listen to whatever LeBron James says. So for that reason, for the Lakers right now, yeah, he is a better coach.
I mean, maybe Luke
Because
Walton should have did that.
Clutch Sports is he didn't want to do that.
Well, there you go.
So
All I heard
why
when
would
he was
why
in
would he do
Cleveland
that?
was how bad he was.
Yeah, we all heard that.
Dude,
And
he's
he got fired. And he got fired
He's
right away.
terrible. He's bad.
terrible.
Him and LeBron James doesn't like him. They don't even
I
get
was
along.
like-
No, we knew LeBron. I mean, I knew LeBron liked him. He fired Black to get him hired. So I think we knew that. So listen, for this team right now, yeah, it makes sense.
Y'all giving LeBron.
I'm not mad at it.
Y'all giving LeBron way too much credit, man. I think you
That's
give
a
it.
LeBron hire. Come on, man. If we don't know that,
I
there's
think
no way Lou would have got hired to the Lakers if LeBron wasn't there and Clutch Sports wasn't pushing for that
well,
too.
yeah, but what I'm
Clutch-
saying is, I think you give him way too much credit by saying he basically coached his own championship. Stop it, man.
That's not hard. That's
Well,
not
if it
hard
ain't
to do
hard, why
for
more people
LeBron.
ain't doing it then?
That's not hard for LeBron.
So is Steve Kerr coaching, or is the team?
You saw LeBron like sit out. You saw him sitting out a lot. You saw him coaching
So
all
you
the
get
time.
so then you're telling me that we have one of the greatest coaches of all time who could actually play and coach a team at the same time.
I mean,
and
Bill
win
Russell
a
was a player
championship.
coach, so that worked.
Stop it.
So
That's too much credit.
Okay,
You feel me?
So if Steve
I don't
Kerr,
know.
so if Steve Kerr, we
Is
see
that, is that not what he's saying?
we see
though?
what the great Brad Stevens is doing. Steve Kerr almost took the Knicks job instead of the Golden State job. We would
Too
not be
much credit.
we would not be saying Steve Kerr was a great coach if he stayed with the Knicks because he would have got fired after a year and a half.
I'm not on the Steve Kerr is a great coach bandwagon. I think that
Well, he brought that up. He brought Steve Kerr's name up in this conversation.
And I've said this plenty of times, so this is nothing new. If you put either one of us on that bench in Golden State, and Luke Walton proved this,
That's where they are.
so let's not
Alvin Gentry.
like Luke Walton proved this. Put any one of us on that bench with that basketball team.
No, it was all Luke. Stop
we
it.
will coach that team to 50+ wins.
No,
So
that was
coaching is
Luke.
overrated then.
We will do that.
So coaching is overrated.
So
I mean,
coaching
Mike-
is so
Mike
overrated.
Brown-
Not in that situation.
Mike Brown
no.
almost won the Warriors a championship, but Steve Kerr decided to come back for the finals. This is two
It wouldn't
years
have
ago.
been Mike Brown's team, kind of like how they take away the Tampa Bay team.
to
from
me,
Chucky.
when
Stop
you
it.
to me, if you put this scenario in, and to me, people are saying coaching is overrated
Mhm.
because one of the greats is at home, right? Greg Popovich,
Mhm.
he's at home.
Well,
Lost to a rookie or second year coach.
And Pop had 2 All-Stars on his team.
young team too. Lost to a younger squad.
Still young team, yeah.
Right.
I mean, so is coaching overrated?
I just think you give LeBron way too much credit,
Yeah.
man. That's
Because
too much
some
here's the
cases.
thing: you let your players play.
In some coaches.
So
in
a
some
lot of
cases.
times you don't see LeBron engage with in timeout with the he already knows
Sure.
what he's gonna do,
Sure, absolutely. 16-year vet.
and when the
What
ball's
exactly
in,
is he
he's
doing?
gonna get it.
Yeah, 16-year vet.
When they
He knows
pass
exactly
it in,
what
he's gonna get it,
Right.
and he's gonna make the play
except for when
for himself or
my man
for
called
somebody
it-
else.
didn't call a timeout.
Yeah,
If you look at the
LeBron
all-time
didn't know that.
if you look at the all-time great players, not many of them had 6 or 7 different coaches or 8. I can't even remember how many coaches LeBron has had. When you look at the all-time greats, you could pretty much name most of their coaches because they only had 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron's never wanted a great coach. He wants a coach that allows him to do. Let me talk.
That's
that allows him.
speculation by
you're not
saying
even letting me talk. Let me
because
finish.
it's speculation by
Because you don't
saying.
even know where I'm going with the
but
end
you
of
don't know
okay,
what he
that's fine.
wants. You don't know him.
Okay, you don't even know where I was going with the end of that, but that's fine.
But you said
That's
you
fine.
know what he wants.
That's fine.
LeBron wants. You don't know what LeBron wants.
Okay.
How
Okay.
can you say he doesn't want something and you don't know him?
Because we've seen that throughout the years. So from what we've seen,
You
in the
cannot
NBA, okay.
speak for another
All right.
person, is what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
All right. So why are we talking about sports? You're having a sports conversation.
But you're telling me.
saying things what people
But
it's
what
sports talk.
But what you're telling
No,
me
that's fine.
is
That's
what
fine.
LeBron
All right.
wanted. How do you
All
know
right.
that?
All right.
Well, we
All right.
get a lot.
How do you know
Can't
that?
talk about sports. It's sports opinions, but we can't talk about that.
Here's
That's
the
fine.
deal.
How you know that?
Here's the deal, though.
How you know
Here's
that?
the deal, and this is what has been said for sure, right? we've seen time and time again people say, well, the reason why LeBron's not doing this is because he hasn't had that Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it all.
Yeah.
Like we've seen that and heard that several times on our page. That's been said and several times over.
Which is totally ridiculous.
I think that's dumb.
Yes.
Simple fact is there's a handful of really good coaches and even fewer great coaches, right? They can't coach everybody, dog. That's impossible. That can't happen.
Who did we have a conversation with? Hollywood Robinson.
Yes.
That came
the great
on
Hollywood Robinson,
great
man.
James Hollywood Robinson. They came onto the show and he said, and we asked him about coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, man, it's way too many egos, dog.
Yeah.
It's way too many egos.
Yeah.
The coach is just there to
manage, so to speak. Like that. This is my theory and why
you're not going to sit LeBron when he makes a turnover.
No, it's not going to happen.
And you're not going to do it when KD and
It's not
Steph.
gonna happen.
But you
None
got
of
some
them.
players that will come off their floor if they make too many turnovers. You know what? Come.
Now, but here's
Let it be Zubac with 2 turnovers.
so-
Boy,
yeah,
sit your
he's-
big
yeah, he's
7'9" ass down.
he's sitting down.
Right.
Sitting down, no question, bro. No question about it. But this is my theory and why I don't believe Phil Jackson's that great of a coach that he gets credit for.
Overrated.
I don't think he's that great of a coach.
You
bro.
had Michael
Just
Jordan,
don't.
man.
Just don't. And it's not even that. I think you got a lot of people that really don't necessarily know basketball.
Man.
So they give Phil Jackson credit for the triangle when he was nowhere to be found when it was invented.
Tex Winter, stop it.
They know Tex Winter.
No, they
Come on.
don't. No, they don't. Because otherwise they'd mention him.
They really give Phil a lot of credit for the Zen stuff.
Okay. So let me throw this out there. If
I don't
coaches-
think
okay.
I don't really think they give him
it's the
credit.
Zen.
Yeah.
It's the
Zen.
the whole. It's the
Okay.
whole. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Shaq and Kobe just fought uncontrollably for years. But he was Zen.
He was the Zen master, though.
Like,
Whatever.
come on, bro.
Whatever. He managed
I
that
see
well.
you though. I feel you though, Bill. And that could very well be true. Just didn't happen when he was in LA. That's all.
So if that's the case, if we're looking at players who are actually being the real coaches, why does it matter who coaches then? Why does it matter who coaches your team if the player coaches him or doesn't want to coach or doesn't want a great coach or doesn't like coaches and wants to be the man? Why do we care who the coach is then?
Names, history, bro.
Why do we care who the coach is?
History.
Unless it's a coach that you like and he actually wins, so you can say he coached them. Nah, it's been
look,
the same thing.
This is why we keep clamoring for, or just sports in general. We keep clamoring for Mark Jackson to come back. We keep clamoring for any name that you can think of, but Mark Jackson's been the name that's been floating around the most, right? History. We all believe at this table, I think it's a consensus that we all believe that Mark Jackson helped shape the attitude of that Golden State
You can
Warrior
say that
team.
about Jason Kidd too,
You
about
can-
Milwaukee.
You sure can.
Yeah.
You sure can. But
Was that not his team?
no doubt.
Sure it was.
No question.
Okay.
But more so Mark Jackson, right? But we've all come up with the same thing. And I know I've said it, Dre, you said it, Bill. Dude just may not want to coach anymore, bro. He just might be comfortable in the booth making his money and going home, bro.
Yeah.
Simple. He may not want to have the headache and go through the rigmarole of preparing every single day inside of whatever team's headquarters he's coaching. That just may not be his move. It may not be his motive right now. He just want to chill, spend time with his kids, work 2 days a week, and go home.
What's the perfect coach for a Lakers team with LeBron on it, who's probably going to coach them anyway? What's the perfect coach?
I say the perfect coach is I mean, how
Somebody
much
who can listen.
how much do they have into developing players nowadays? I don't think they have that much in developing players nowadays like they did in the past. So like, let's say LeBron, Lonzo Ball. Has he been developed well?
No.
Under the
Luke
last
Walton?
coach.
And we're heading into his third year.
Yeah.
So he should be better.
How do you develop somebody that hasn't played enough? You can't develop a second-year player that missed 30 and 20 games.
He missed
You're
more
right.
games
You're
than
right.
Brandon
Missed
Roy.
a lot
right.
of time.
You're right.
So it's a little more difficult.
I mean, but did we see a big difference when he was playing from this year from last year?
Not a huge.
His rookie year?
No,
You didn't see a huge
So
difference.
is Ty Lue gonna make that big of a difference?
I don't know.
Because nowadays you have to do that on your own. You got to get in the lab and work on things that you need to work on. You got to work on. You got to get in the gym
There's a such
and
thing
work
as an
on your.
off-season.
But
Yeah. I mean, we saw that he was working somewhat because we saw his body change significantly from year 1 to 2.
Mhm.
So he was doing something.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio. You on the air with Dre Bailey,
Who's Thomas?
Bill Logan in the building. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
It's your boy Sherm. I'm not in the building. I'm in the car, but it's all the same.
You in the building? You're in an enclosure. This is Sherm.
You're in a
enclosure.
dwelling. You're in a dwelling.
This is Sherm in the enclosure.
I'm in my car dwelling.
Man, y'all have such a spirited debate going on that
man.
I had to call in.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Goose, you might have said one of the most powerful things I've heard on our show ever, and I don't even think we really realized what you said. And it was the fact that you said that when it came to coaching, I know we kind of got off that a little bit, but you talked about coaching. You mentioned Popovich. You talked about Phil Jackson, the Zen master. But you said that there's only a handful of great coaches.
That's it.
Yeah.
And there's even less Hall of Fame ones.
Right.
So there's not enough coaches to coach everybody who wants good coaching.
It's not.
It's just not enough of them, and they don't leave their positions because they're there. I mean, they're in a winning situation. Why would a great coach leave? Why would Popovich leave the Spurs?
Why would Krzyzewski leave a great situation?
Makes no sense.
Exactly. So when we hear about certain players don't want to be coached, everybody wants to be coached because we all play competitive sports at some level. Sure. None of us want to be told what to do by somebody who doesn't know more than you.
Come on, dog.
Man, speak on
it. And when you hear people who watch the game talk about a player like all these greats were very cerebral. But when you hear some of them talk about a LeBron James and how smart he is, how he can go back and analyze the entire game, possession to possession. If we remember last year in the playoffs, they had asked him a couple of questions about some possessions, and he was like, yeah, with like 2:13 left in that quarter, I threw it down in the post and then it kicked out here. But then, 36 seconds later, this happened and this happened. Yeah. Very cerebral. Right. So he's not going to want to be coached by somebody who can't diagram a play as well as him. Always go back to that. We all seen the movie The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
And he was the quarterback, and then Brucey was like, "Why don't you give me a shot?" And they let Brucey go in and try to throw it. He couldn't.
Brucey stunk.
It was like,
bro.
obviously, right. Obviously, you can't do this. So when it comes to coaching, these players know whether or not this guy got the pedigree to manage them on the court.
Yeah.
Everybody would love.
Come back, Sharon. Come on.
Quit basketball because Phil Jackson would not be able to coach him anymore. He said, no, I'm done. I'm not even going to do this.
Right.
I'm not even going to attempt to do it. We give credit to Jordan, as far as his career, but we forget that he left the game not because he was too old or couldn't do it. He didn't want to play for another coach other than Phil Jackson because Phil might be the greatest of all time at coaching, and anything other than him would be a step down. And Jordan didn't even want to deal with that. So these players want to play with great coaching. It's just not a lot of them out there that they can play for.
Sure.
Who is available? Who other than Tyronn Lue, who is available?
And we just spoke about it.
But to me, to say that these coaches that's in the NBA, and some of them have been lifers.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of them have been coaching everywhere. To say that they're not knowledgeable,
Right.
I don't agree with that.
Right.
Or they wouldn't be in the profession.
Sure.
Exactly.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
with you there.
so,
I'm with you there.
so, you know, I don't really think that LeBron wouldn't want to, you know, don't listen to coaches that don't have the knowledge that he has, because a lot of these dudes have knowledge.
Yeah.
Now, he might not agree with something they might say, or a play that they might put in, or whatever, a player that might be in the game at a certain time, but, you know, that happens across the board.
Sure.
You know.
And I think, too, just to add, I think it's something that we may not even be thinking about, but it's something that we probably are, because we mentioned it in the game of football, retreads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We see a lot of these coaches, man, that continue to get job after job after job, and nobody says anything, bro. Nobody says a word, bro. But you got a lot of up and coming dudes that really, really can do this, not getting chances, bro. And
can bring something good or new to the game.
Sure. Yeah, man. Real quick, man, before we wrap up, man,
Canelo.
You got Canelo and Danny Jacobs tonight, man. I got the miracle man in the upset, man. Danny Jacobs, dog.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I got him in the upset tonight.
I'm gonna go with Canelo.
And I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna even argue with you, but I got Danny Jacobs tonight, man. I think he's focused, man.
Who you
Brooklyn's
got?
finest.
Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs, the miracle man, dog.
Yes, everybody going
Go get
Jacobs.
have my pay-per-view ready.
Yeah,
Sir, we
dog.
appreciate you giving us a call in and Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. Gorilla Cross Studios, man. Download that Gorilla Cross app on your phone,
sir.
man, and be a part of the best sports talk radio show in the land, man. We appreciate everybody chiming in.
Yeah.
Rest in heaven, Tyrone Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Sir.
man,
Boy.
staple, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's it.
Yep.
We love you, peeps.
Yes, sir.